High five. Hi, Suzy.
Hi, Joe.
It's great to see you again.
Oh, it's nice to be back.
Welcome back from
Thank
your big world tour. And you made it. You made it back.
I did.
You got back in the country just fine. So yay.
I did.
Very good. Very good.
They let me back in because I was negative on my COVID test.
Very good. Yay again. Nice job. So today, Suzy, we're going to talk about something kind of fun.
Yes.
So I can't remember if it's been now a couple of years. All the days just blur by now, so I don't remember anymore. So Microsoft came out with this employee experience platform called Viva, and it's meant to be like something that keeps you engaged. You can get information at your fingertips from anywhere, and it's meant to be like, it's meant to make the employee experience better.
So it's internal.
So it's internal, yes.
To the company.
It's internal to the company. So, and there's 4 pieces to it. And the one that we're going to talk about today is called Viva Connections. And what it is this allows you, if you want to go back in time for a minute, you had the company intranet. And
Right.
we had like all our stuff we threw on there, and we was like, oh, cool, we can make this really cool web page and have all this information internally. So
that nobody else has
that nobody else has. So what we've done is the intranet, or whatever your 2010s or 2020s, term of it, is back.
Okay.
And what's nice about it is that you can have it right in Teams.
Woo.
So you can actually make a button on the left rail, and it's in Teams. And now you have this beautiful visual experience. Shoot.
I'm ready.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
And then we go back up to the top. So right here on
That's your button.
This is the button that we've made. So this button does not come automatically, as you know. Activity is always the top button here,
Right.
unless you've customized how they sit and everything. So what this is, you click on it, and what it does is it brings up this very beautiful web page. So what this is called, there's 2 different types of websites in. So first, let's just go back another step. So SharePoint is what drives all this.
Okay.
And we've talked about SharePoint.
Right.
So SharePoint's like the platform underneath. Anytime you make a team in Teams,
Right.
what that is also, there's all this other stuff under the hood that
Right.
makes that work, and it's all powered by SharePoint.
Okay.
So SharePoint was essentially beforehand, when we just had SharePoint before Teams. So SharePoint's been around forever, and people used it as like the company intranet, because it was very graphical, it was web-based, it would work on lots of devices, and it was internal. Like all somebody had to do was open up a web browser.
Got
that all the information's there. So this is that. So this is a very graphical, visual, responsive page. And it doesn't have to just be a web page. It could be like, you could have 1,000 web pages all like linked together through here, because you make the navigation whatever you want it to be.
Right.
So what this is called a communication site, and it's meant to be, obviously, as the name says, it's meant to communicate information to people.
Okay.
So it's very, very graphic. The spacing is very spread out, lots of bold, lots of headlines.
Inviting.
It's very inviting. So I've made a mock-up of one for us internally. So the top part here has like your menu, and you can customize the menu however you want it to be. Then you start to get into like, this is what's called a hero image. And you can change each of these links to say, like, if you want to highlight a certain thing, because our eyes go to graphics first and pictures first. So you can turn these into links that will go to another part of your site. It may go to like another external website, whatever you want it to be. But it's meant to be these eye-catching visuals. Then you start getting into like some of the fun of things you can lay out and enable in the page. So like on this one here, on this part right here, this is just news posts. So you can actually post news about something. And it's very, very, when you click on it, it'll take you to a very nice full page, like graphic, very nice graphic-y looking things. So what these are is you can embed video in here. You can just do text. You can format it however you want, but it's a news post is what it is. This section right here will actually, you can program it to say, show me from a certain person, show me the most recent things. So the page just updates itself anytime everybody loads it. Then you can do kind of fun things like, what's the time and date of all our office locations? What's the current weather? You could embed it right here. All kinds of neat things. Then there's another one that just comes out of the box as an event viewer. So you can put in events that are relevant to the company, like you're going to do a lunch and learn on Feb 7, or you're going to do the anti-Valentine's Day party on the 14th,
or you're going to celebrate somebody's birthday,
or you're going to put a birthday up, or you're going to say, hey, we're having the company meeting about our 2022 goals and aspirations. So you can make this, and it makes this is again all customizable too in terms of how it looks. But you can this is just how it is, just default. But again, it's like you can tile events along it, and then if somebody's going to look, when you open up Teams, the first page that opens when the program loads from not being open is going to be the top icon on the left rail. So this is going to load all the time. And then there's another, this one is a very slick section. We're calling it documents, but it's a section that you can highlight certain types of content. And you can put all these filters on of what do you want it to be. So is it the latest personnel manual updates? Is it the latest documents that you need for, health insurance enrollment, whatever? Is it just, certain documents that people always access? This thing will dynamically change based on what your criteria is. And as you see, it also puts a nice preview.
It does.
Of what it looks like. And then when you click on something, it just opens it up in a preview window. And of course, there's James Tudor. And it just opens up in a nice preview window that everyone's used to with Teams, where it opens up and you have this close button. And then it takes you right back to where you were.
Yeah.
So this is only the beginning of what you could do with it. But the corporate intranet, the corporate portal, it doesn't even have to, even forget the word corporate. It could just be, this could be something to say, okay, here's information that everyone would need to see. Like, okay, here's my time card link. Here's, I need to file a trouble report. So I'm gonna link a list here so that you can have a list of here's all the things that people are reporting of problems. You can embed YouTube videos. You can make a million of these pages, and it's just essentially drag and drop content creation. And then,
so if you wanted everybody in JCMA to look at our video, you could embed it.
Yes, I could embed it right into a page, and we could have a whole page of here's our latest Joe and Suzy project, and then you could have the videos embedded right.
I love it.
It's the graphical design and just the eye-catching look. It's a huge communication tool.
Yeah.
Even for the small, 1 or 2 person thing, because there's always stuff that you're accessing. There's always stuff you need, or there's even things that you could even put reminders just for yourself on. But you can use this as a tool also, because sometimes it's like another thing that's a nifty thing about when you do this. I'm gonna try it, Joe. Too much comes up. Too much comes up with Joe. But anyway, the other thing too with the search is once you connect this to Teams, the search now changes in Teams to search both places.
Oh, fabulous.
It searches Teams, and then it also searches SharePoint, because there's other content that's in SharePoint that is not in Teams.
Right.
So now it searches both of it when you make that connection. So the thing about doing this, though, when you make the icon and you connect SharePoint to Teams to have this nice, beautiful communication site, is you have to do some behind the scenes, which means your IT specialist has to do something, your service provider has to do something, or I have to do something if I'm that person. you have to do some magic and voodoo behind the scenes, and then it works. And then it connects up, and it works. It takes about, I don't know, 30 minutes.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Very
Neat, right?
My father would say it was very slick.
Pretty neat though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very, it's something that's it's just another way to help you work better. And you haven't left Teams. You're still in Teams. You're still in Teams. You haven't left Teams.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Very cool.
So I'm Joseph Markovich from JCMA.
And I'm Suzy Vance.
And we'll see you next time.
We hope.
Very good.